In a small fishing village on the coast of West Africa, nestled between rocky cliffs and a vast lagoon, there was a tale whispered from one generation to the next. It was said that deep within the lagoon lived Naleli, a beautiful mermaid with glistening scales of emerald and sapphire. She had the voice of an angel, but carried the heart of a tormentor. Fishermen spoke of her haunting melody, a siren song that lured men into the depths, never to return. Yet, no one could resist the mystery of the lagoon. One fateful evening, a young fisherman named Demba, filled with ambition and curiosity, decided to defy the village warnings. He wanted to catch the largest fish the lagoon had to offer, believing it would secure his wealth and the hand of his beloved Nala. Little did he know he would meet Naleli that night, and his life would change forever. As Demba cast his net under the full moon, a melodic tune drifted through the air. It was unlike anything he had heard before, a song so beautiful it seemed to caress his very soul. Hypnotized, he leaned over his canoe, and there she was. Naleli emerged from the water, her long flowing hair cascading like a black waterfall, her eyes glowing an otherworldly blue. "Noble fisherman," she whispered, "why do you seek the treasures of my lagoon?" Stunned by her beauty, Demba stammered, "I seek to prove my worth to my village, and my love." Naleli smiled, but her grin concealed sharp teeth. "Love? What is love but a fleeting emotion? Let me show you something eternal." She extended her hand, her scales shimmering under the moonlight. Demba hesitated, but eventually reached for her. The moment their hands touched, the water around him began to swirl violently, and the lagoon plunged into darkness. Demba woke to find himself in an underwater palace carved from coral and pearls. Naleli lounged on a throne, surrounded by golden treasures and skeletons of past suitors. She explained her curse. Centuries ago, she had been a human woman, but her greed and vanity angered the gods, who transformed her into a mermaid. Now she could only gain temporary relief from her curse by luring men to the depths, feeding on their desires, and trapping their souls in her lair. "Yet you are different," Naleli said, her voice tinged with melancholy. "You love selflessly. If you stay with me willingly, I will spare your village and your beloved." Demba was torn. If he refused, Naleli would unleash her wrath on the village. If he agreed, he would never see Nala again. Desperate, Demba made a bargain. He offered to spend 1 month with Naleli in exchange for the safety of his village. Naleli accepted, but there was a catch. If he ever showed signs of loving her, even a little, he would belong to her forever. For weeks, Naleli treated Demba like a king, showing him the wonders of the underwater world. She revealed her loneliness and her longing to be human again. Despite her cruelty, Demba saw glimpses of the woman she once was and began to pity her. But pity, Naleli warned, was dangerously close to love. As the month drew to a close, Naleli became more possessive. "Stay with me, Demba," she pleaded. "You can never find peace on land as you do here with me." Demba resisted her charms, remembering his love for Nala. But a small part of him wondered if he could save Naleli by showing her kindness. On the last night of the month, Naleli devised a final test. She transformed into a human woman and appeared before Demba in her former beauty. "This is who I was," she said. "Love me now, and I will let you live. Reject me, and I will destroy everything you hold dear." Demba was torn. He saw the pain in her eyes and wanted to comfort her, but he also knew her beauty was a trap. Summoning his courage, he spoke. "Naleli, I see your sorrow, but love cannot be forced. To truly break your curse, you must learn to let go of your need for power and control." Naleli screamed in rage, and the waters began to churn violently. Just as Demba thought he would perish, the lagoon fell silent. Naleli's rage melted into tears, as Demba's words struck a chord deep within her. The gods, moved by her vulnerability and Demba's selflessness, appeared in the form of glowing spirits. They declared Naleli free from her curse, but she would remain a mermaid. Her palace crumbled, and the souls she had trapped were released. Demba awoke on the shore of the lagoon, alive but exhausted. His village was safe, and he was reunited with Nala. From that day, he warned others never to let their greed or pity lead them into the depths of danger. As for Naleli, she swam far away, vowing to live a life of solitude. and reflection. The lagoon became a place of reverence, a reminder of the price of love, greed, and redemption.